Welcome to Around the Horn for FantasyAlarm.com. I'm your host, Ray Flowers. Let's talk 2 news items and 3 rumor mill pieces here on Around the Horn. First off, Jurickson Profar, shoulder issues destroyed his 2014 season. He's been cleared to throw starting in January. The expectation by the Rangers is he will be good to go by opening day. Lots of ground to cover before we get there. As we saw in 2014, multiple setbacks for Profar, who will only be 22 years old in the month of February. 94 completely ineffective games as a pro with the Rangers. We'll see what happens if he's healthy. That's the first thing in 2015. Mitch Moreland, a teammate in Texas, he's been cleared. His ankle surgery apparently was a success. At this point in time, it looks like the Rangers are going to go into the season with Moreland being the primary DH, a guy that can hit 270 with 20 home runs. He's good to go physically as we head into the offseason here in 2015. 3 rumors. Let's start out with the first one. Torii Hunter, looking for a team, doesn't know where he's going to sign, wants to continue his career as he's about 40 years old here, wants to sign with the contender, but he might be swayed to go back to the Minnesota Twins. The Twins have apparently made him a formal offer. Not a lot of information, years, dollar figures, that kind of thing. And indeed, if he does want to play for a contender, obviously Torii Hunter will not be going back to the Minnesota Twins. Nick Markakis, where is he going to end up? We thought he was going to stay with Baltimore. Now we're not so sure. The Orioles have already lost Nelson Cruz. They might lose Nick Markakis. A very solid player, little bit of power, the ability to get on base, plays every day, a very consistent contributor for that team from the day he hit the big leagues. Teams like the Giants and the Braves are also said to be in the mix. Doesn't look at all certain like Nick Markakis will be returning to the Orioles. And then finally, Evan Gattis, who's got 35, 40 home run power if you're ever to play every day. Defense is the reason he doesn't do that. And Justin Upton, who's perennially one of the 10 to 15 best offensive performers in the National League. Both those players, Upton and Gattis, are on the waiver wire. Excuse me, they're on the trade block. I've got my sports mixed up here. Will Gattis be dealt? Will Upton be dealt? We'll have to wait and see. Both players apparently are available. It's probably a package deal. And if you're going to pay for that, you're going to have to pay high. Gattis, obviously, a lot of years of control through arbitration, a big-time power bat. Probably best served as an outfielder, not really that good defensively as a catcher. And Justin Upton, 1 year left on his contract before he becomes a free agent. One of the better players in baseball that really oftentimes doesn't get the credit he deserves because he's never been the superstar that was expected after being drafted first overall when he joined Major League Baseball. Ray Flowers, AroundTheHorn.com. Thanks for listening to me. For FantasyAlarm.com, this is Ray Flowers. I already said that. Yeah, just filling time at the end of the video. Thanks for joining me, folks.